gang violence and other kind of violence.
So it is what it is.
The big story in Action News is the shooting death of a 9-year-old girl in Trenton. The big story in Action News is the shooting death of a 9-year-old girl in Trenton, New Jersey. It happened last night during a big brawl in the courtyard of an apartment building there. Tonight.
Wow. 9-year-old girl killed. Trenton, New Jersey. It's ridiculous, man. Absolutely ridiculous.
The gunman remains on the loose. Action News reporter Katie Catro joins us live from Trenton with the latest. Katie.
And Walter, we're here outside of that apartment complex behind me. It was all taped off here last night. Police are continuing their investigation today, looking for who's responsible. We did just speak with the mayor of Trenton, and he says police are working around the clock to find who's responsible.
She was being at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Police tape surrounded Kingsbury Square in Trenton last night. Police say a 9-year-old girl was struck by a bullet as fights broke out among a large group.
And this is super dangerous, and I'm not expecting this 9-year-old girl to know this. But what I always say, man, if you see some super gremlins hooking, fighting, just understand that super gremlins don't fight no more. If there's a fight that breaks out between super gremlins, it's going to be some bussing. They're going to start shooting, all right? It's only a matter of time. So make sure if you see a fight between super gremlins, don't sit there and try and film it. Don't sit there and try and watch and be entertained. Get your behind up out of the vicinity. And unfortunately, this 9-year-old kid, I don't know where the parents were, where the family members were, but they didn't have enough sense to get her away from that situation. And unfortunately, it cost her her life.
Around 7:30 last night.
We won't stop until that person is caught. This was a horrific incident, cutting down an innocent life.
Trenton's mayor believes the young girl was outside in the common area where people congregate when she was struck. He does not believe she was the intended target.
It is a horrific incident, and it's a loss of life. And all Trentonians are grieving now at this really sad and unfortunate news.
And the Mercer County Homicide Task Force is currently working on this investigation as well. The mayor says he really needs the public's help on this one. If you have any information, authorities want to hear from you. Reporting live in Trenton, Katie Catro, Channel 6 Action News. Walter.
All right, thank you, Katie.
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Frederick Douglass, where a shooting just took place. And as you can see, it's a pretty rough area. So I'm basically risking my life reporting on this madness. So make sure you do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Like the video, hell, share the video. And make sure you go ahead and leave a comment down in the comment section to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this son violence in the streets. I'm Jenquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17.
A 15-year-old boy is the latest young victim of Philadelphia's gun violence crisis. Sean Toomey was shot just outside his home, and tonight police are still looking for the gunman.
NBC 10's Matt DeLucia has been speaking to investigators and the boy's family. He joins us now from the victim's neighborhood in Wissinoming. Matt.
Yeah, and Jacqueline, a high-level police source told me tonight that investigators are still trying to pinpoint exactly what led up to this 15-year-old being shot while trying to get water from a car.
Wow. So this 15-year-old glider goes outside, tries to get water from his car, and gets struck down, man.
Can't describe it. It's not something I want anyone to experience.
John Toomey says his son Sean went out to grab this case of water from their car Thursday night around 9. When he didn't come back inside, John says he heard 2 pops and went out to check on him.
I went outside and I saw him lying on my neighbor's lawn there.
Lord have mercy. Whew. That's tough. That's tough. And You never know when it can happen, how it can happen. But I'm telling you guys right now, these super gremlins are on demon time.
Sean had been shot in the head and his side.
Doctor said he's brain dead. So every time I turned away from him, saw him again, I would break down and just it's over and over. And it's he's only 15.
Police say it started when two men approached a woman in this parking lot trying to open her door.
Wow. So it looks like they probably tried to jack her car. Okay. There's a lot of carjackings going on in Philly. In Philly. And that's how you know that it was a super gremlin.
She called for her boyfriend upstairs in this apartment building. The thieves ran off, but then gunshots were heard.
He's a good kid, doesn't bother anybody, and didn't deserve that.
This neighbor said anybody could have been the victim last night.
You shouldn't have to say that to people. Once it gets dark, stay in, wait until tomorrow. But it is getting to the point where, like, I don't feel comfortable.
Okay, and the sister right here, if you ask her, why don't you feel comfortable? Who is it that is making you feel uncomfortable to go outside on your own property at night? Who are these people that you speak of that are making it uncomfortable? Any guesses? Any hints?
You shouldn't have to say that to people. Once it gets dark, stay in, wait until tomorrow. But it is getting to the point where, like, I don't feel comfortable.
I'm probably going to move out of here. I was born and raised in this neighborhood. Now kids are getting shot on the streets.
Wow. And I wish that he would have moved earlier. You know, anybody who's in Philly who can just make a clean break, I would advise you to do so, because this issue is not going to be fixed anytime soon. Okay? There's no solution, and the people in power are not willing to implement what could actually deter some of these things, because it's always going to continue to happen as long as you got super gremlins on demon time. All right. So, you know, the authorities, and not the police officers, but the judges, the district attorneys, the prosecutors, they have made their decision not to work to solve this problem. They think that preemptive programs and measures is going to stop these super gremlins from doing what they do, and they're highly mistaken.
And John says he's planning to donate his son's organs. Meantime, police say they are still reviewing surveillance video from the area, and at this point, no one has been arrested. Live in Wissinoming, I'm Matt DeLucia, NBC 10 News.
Matt, thank you.
A trip to the car to get some water ends in tragedy. The family of a 15-year-old boy says he is now brain dead after someone shot him outside his home. It's Friday afternoon. I'm Brian Tapp.
And I'm Sarah Bloomquist. The big story on Action News is the search for answers in this senseless act of violence. Police are still working to figure out exactly what led up to last night's shooting.
Action News reporter Jacqueline Lee live near the scene where this all played out in
Okay, Jacqueline tough.
Wissinoming. Jacqueline, you spoke to that boy's heartbroken father today.
That's right, Brian and Sarah. The family is just devastated. The father says they're still processing it. Now, police say they have 3 working theories right now, and they're currently reviewing video surveillance to see what happened.
So I take it.
John Toomey just got back from Jefferson Torresdale Hospital, where his 15-year-old son, Sean Toomey, is now brain dead after getting hit by 2 bullets last night around 9:12 p.m.
Every time I turned away from him, saw him again, I would break down and just it's over and over. And it's
And my thing is, like, we have super gremlins out here talking about glider privilege. What privilege does this man have? Looks like an everyday working guy. I don't know what happened to his wife or whatnot. Maybe she didn't want to get on camera. Maybe she's not in the picture. But potentially a single father raising a young boy. They're still in the hood. They're still in not the best neighborhood, apparently. And his son is shot and killed. What privilege does this man have? Please tell me. What privilege does he have over any anybody else, over any super gremlins for that matter. Are we just out here saying, oh, because he's a glider, he has privilege? That's BS. What abilities does he have over these super gremlins? Because I'll tell you the type of privilege that these super gremlins have. They have the privilege of shooting a 15-year-old boy and getting away with it. That's privilege. And unless the gunfire or their bullets are tied into another shooting, they're not going to get caught. Okay? So we got to stop with this BS privilege narrative, because it's not authentic and it's disingenuous at best.
He's only 15, you know. Kid is in the house most time playing with his computer and his phone, you know, went out to get some water.
Police say Toomey was just getting water from the car on the 6200 block of Mulberry Street. Officials say at the same time across the street, there were two male suspects pulling on a woman's car door as she drove into her apartment complex. That woman called her boyfriend for help, and by the time that boyfriend got outside, police say the two suspects ran off, but then shots were fired. Police have ruled out the boyfriend.
And I heard the two pops, and I thought it was firecrackers. But then he had, you know, it only takes a second to grab some water, come back in the house, and he wasn't coming back in. So I got curious. I pulled my sweatshirt on. I went outside, and I saw him lying on my neighbor's lawn.
That's when Toomey discovered his own son had been shot, once in the head, once in the side.
Can't describe it. It's not.
Man, I feel so bad for this guy. I feel so bad for this guy, and he can't express how he really feels. You know what I mean? Even though you can see the pain, you can see the emotion, but you could tell that he has to hold back for the news. He can't really vent how he wants to vent, because he probably in his mind, like, man, this neighborhood going down the gutter, everybody getting shot, these super gremlins doing this and that, like, but now it's like, where do you go from here?
Something I want anyone to experience.
Right now, police are not sure if the teen was caught in the crossfire or if he was targeted. The Toomeys say Sean loved sports, especially the Eagles, and kept to himself. They say he will probably only live another day.
He's a quiet, nice kid with a nice smile.
And police say they're looking at an attempted robbery at an ATM around the corner. They're not sure if it's related to this shooting, but that attempted robbery happened just minutes before. We're live in Wissahickon. Jacqueline Lake, Channel 6 Action News. Sarah.
Just so tragic, Jacqueline. Thank you.
What's good, YouTube? It's a Black Gen Z Mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe. Let's get into the video. All right, guys. So, what is good? What is good? We out here. Mods, get on y'all grind. I need y'all to post the PayPal links, the Cash App links, the Instagram links, the TikTok links, the Odyssey links, guys. I'm on Odyssey. And that's pretty much I guess like a free posting platform or whatnot. They post all of my videos. Not really getting much traction on Odyssey necessarily, but it's growing. Yeah, I mean, it's growing, and the platform is pretty small from what I understand, but they backed up all of my videos. So all my videos are on Odyssey. If my channel gets taken down by YouTube, then my videos will be on Odyssey. And then I'm also going to create a Patreon for you guys to join. Y'all will get some behind the scenes stuff, and then all my videos will be uploaded on that platform as well. But yeah, we are live, guys. So I did want to do this story on the Gillie the Kid and Wack 100 beef. They were going in on each other, you know what I'm saying, talking crap or whatever. You know, it was a nigga moment waiting to happen, but I don't think they were gonna let it escalate that much. But it was a very tense situation. So I do want to go and get into that, and then I'm gonna show you guys some videos out of Philadelphia because what's his name? Gillie the Kid is from Philly, and I think it's appropriate to kind of show you guys how Philly niggas are moving nowadays. Not saying anything about Gillie in particular. I mean, you know, he's entertaining. Yeah, I mean, like I fuck with the show, but at the end of the day, you have to be aware of the types of behaviors that can lead up to this type of bullshit. These super gremlins on Demon Time, and I think this video really stood out as a situation where it's like, yo, this could really pop off. So, anyways, guys, when you come in here, like the video. We need to keep the video up and the engagement active. But yeah, so we're gonna get into this video. It's pretty funny. It's like a heated argument, a debate about Birdman. Okay. And they really, this is the thing about like brothers, like we kind of talk to each other any type of way, even if we're friends. And you know, I think that everybody kind of burst each other's balls, but like in the way that this argument went down, it got straight disrespectful. So anyways, we're gonna go ahead and play the video, and then I'm gonna show you a little history between Gillie the Kid and Wallo, because it has gotten somewhat physical before. And you know, they're brothers or whatever, not blood brothers, but they're cool, they homies, they consider themselves brother. They got a podcast together, and you know, they fight, but I just think this whole argument was funny. So anyways, let's get into it.
But is the rap game filled with real niggas?
No.
Fuck no. They talking on what side of it?
No.
Everybody in my
no, it's not.
Let me know if the audio is good. Let me know if the audio is good.
Everybody,
no. He said the rap game.
Niggas are real crip.
He said the rap game. The rap game.
Listen,
you know these niggas fake as shit.
All right. I think I'm just gonna have to put my headphones on for this one because their audio is crap, and then the way they screaming is just like, bro, what the fuck is y'all niggas on, man? Like,
real nigga.
Yeah, I fuck with
Lil Baby, real nigga.
I fuck with Lil Baby.
Dirt, Lil Greasy, real nigga.
I
so
fuck
the
with
people
Lil
I
Dirt.
nigga wouldn't fuck with is real niggas. Blueface stresses me the fuck out because you gotta keep him.
You fuck with some niggas that ain't real niggas.
No, I don't. Name one.
Get on him, Gillie.
Who?
Get
name
him.
one.
Hit his ass.
Name one. Who?
Speak on
If
it.
you say a name, I'll tell you. I'm gonna leave
that alone. I'm gonna leave that alone.
No, it's cool. No. If Gillie, listen, Gillie's scared.
Come on, Gillie.
Of the motherfucker that I feel
Say
is
that.
real. We ain't gotta say what makes that nigga realer than Gillie.
Okay. So y'all hear what he's saying? Basically, they're saying who messes with the most real niggas. Like, and Gillie said the rap game is full of fake niggas, and Wack 100 says who's a fake nigga in the rap game. So he goes to naming off people in the rap game that he feels are real niggas, and they confirmed most of the people that Wack 100 named off. But then it got to the point where they came at a crossroads, and Gillie was like, I know a nigga that you hang with that's not a real nigga. And as you can see, Wack 100 is trying to get the name out of Gillie. So here we go.
No, don't. I like that. No, because you
call a nigga out.
Say it, Gillie.
Call the nigga out. If the nigga's a fake nigga, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna tell you.
All right, I ain't going. Leave it alone.
Call it. No. Call.
He said, leave it alone. Wack 100 like, nah, we ain't gonna leave it alone.
For one,
honestly, you know, the way Wack conducted himself and the way he like, I be listening to his Clubhouse shit. It do be funny, and he do be saying some dumb shit a lot. But also, he does, at least in this interview, I think he held his own and he didn't really make a fool out of himself. I think Gillie really made a fool out of himself in this interview. And, you know, the way that he acted leads to some of these nigga moments that we review on my channel all the time. Yeah, I mean, these super gremlin moments, if you will.
He ain't gonna feature with no fake niggas. He ain't gonna do it.
Just want to say, take the West off
The
that
last
chain.
nigga I featured with was Bankroll Frank, real nigga.
I'm just gonna say, take the West off that chain.
Oh,
We gonna get back to
what fuck is he talking?
I'll take 100.
Are you referring to Birdman?
I didn't say. I just said. I just said we gonna get back to the motherfucking
A real billionaire.
All right, so they're talking about Birdman. And apparently Gillie the Kid was signed to Birdman. He got slighted by Birdman. Birdman, apparently, he feels like he did him dirty. And we have all heard about Birdman doing bad business. That's not something that is foreign to people in the rap game. So I will give credence to his argument if he felt like Birdman did bad business. I mean, even his quote-unquote son, Lil Wayne, you know, felt like he was doing bad business, so much so that they went into lawsuits and there was a lot of beef going on. So, you know, that's a real thing. And this is what I'm gonna tell you. A lot of these street niggas do bad business. Okay. A lot of street niggas do bad business. I was actually in a club this weekend. And it was like a strip club vibe, but then it was also like a dance club. It was like a hood vibe, but it was a dope venue. Okay. I'm not gonna say the name of the club, but when we pulled up, my sister was supposed to perform, and then there were other artists who were supposed to perform, and they were on flyers, they were on the ticket and whatnot. So the club was packed. It was straight Super Gremlin out. And it was a dope vibe. Nothing bad happened. No fights. Nobody popped off. No nothing. It was a good night. But throughout the whole time, we were in the club. And the DJ, for one, he's like a lot of DJs, they just be talking straight through the music. Okay. So in these hood clubs, they going to talk straight through the music. So the nigga is talking straight through the music the whole time. And he's like, he gets up close to the mic. Oh, yo, so we need that mic. We need that mic. We need the mic. The artists are trying to perform, so we need that extra mic. So he's basically saying that there is another microphone somewhere in the venue, somewhere in the crowd. It may be lost or whatnot, but there's another microphone, and that's the microphone they're going to use for the artists to perform. Mind you, these artists are scheduled to perform. They're like you set up the whole event for the artist to perform. So he's asking for the mic for at least 2 hours. Like he started asking for the mic around, I would say 1:32 a.m. And he's asking for the mic for at least 2 hours until the end of the club or until the end of the night. And literally nobody ended up performing. He could have easily just given his mic up to one of the artists. They could have done their performance and then boom, next artist perform, whatnot. But I think it was like real live. I think it was a scam type shit because they make the artist pay to perform so they make you pay $20 to perform. And that's how a lot of these clubs do it. It is what it is. So we're in the club the whole night. We did get a section, so it was decent. But we're waiting for the artist who we brought to perform, and nobody performs. Nobody performs. The whole time the DJ is like, yo, we need that extra mic. The artist trying to perform. We need that extra mic. I'm talking about like he's doing this for 2 hours straight. And it's just like it's like a gambit. It's like a freaking it's like a hood pyramid scheme, you know? Like, and this is common, like where they'll have you pay to perform and then you end up not even performing. So that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of the hood niggas and the promoters and the street niggas, because really the promoters are the ones who are supposed to be ultimately responsible to get you to perform, right? But what I think happened is they saw that the club got so lit and they were like, man, we don't want to take a chance on any of these artists if they whack or whatever. If these artists is whacking shit, then we don't want to take a chance and kill the vibe of the club and everybody leave. But what ended up happening is they said, oh, well, we can't find the second mic, so nobody's performing. Then everybody just left. So everybody ended up leaving at the end of the day, but they stalled out till like 4 a.m. I'm talking about it's 4 a.m. and this nigga is talking about, well, you know, we can't find the second mic. So, and I'm like, bro, why didn't you just give up your mic? You're the DJ. You're not even supposed to be talking, man. You're just supposed to be playing music. So like I said, man, these clubs, a lot of these clubs, not all of them, but a lot of these clubs do bad business. And then they got the whole no free re-entry shit, which is some bullshit. Like you pay $40 at the door, and if you gotta leave and then come back, you still gotta come back in, pay $40. Like it's just some, I don't know, man. It's some whack shit. But anyways.
Wait. Fuck about no money. He's a real billionaire. I don't give a fuck about no money. He's the only motherfucking top indie exec in the world.
What they got to do with being real?
Why is he screaming, bruh? Why is he screaming? Look at Wallo. Wallo is just like, let me chill. Let me chill.
That's a real.
They ain't got nothing shit to do with being real. There's a lot of fake ass niggas with money out here. Don't get me started, man. All these niggas fake. All these niggas fake bitch ass niggas.
My experience.
Don't give me them names.
Hold on. My experiences.
Niggas is fake.
Hold on. Birdman don't make no motherfucking money, man.
That Rock Day nigga he came in the game with. Who? The fuck out of here. Nigga came in the game with. Had to take a nigga to get some money.
How many?
Woo! So you heard him. He said Birdman robbed every N-word that he came in the game with. And honestly, there's some credence to that. A lot of people feel slighted by Birdman's what? Bad business. So I'm telling you guys right now, you know, he probably does bad business. You know, if where there's smoke, there's fire. So it's not that Gillie is completely wrong. It's that the energy that he's coming with, like, bro, can you have a normal conversation without raising your voice? And this is how a lot of niggas talk to females too. Let's not get into it. Okay, because we got, you know, we got dudes out here who talk about, okay, these bitches ain't shit. This, okay, cool, that's fine. I won't put it past a bitch, okay? I really won't. But then we also have dudes not necessarily saying that Gillie will do this, but a man who is raising his voice like that, for one, at another man, you know for a fact that's how he talked to women when he gets upset. So those situations also escalate to a lot of domestic violence situations. So these are how these niggas are talking to men. If this is how you talking to a man, I can 100%, I can, you know, not like I said, I'm not trying to single him out, but this is how a lot of niggas talk to bitches too. And that's not healthy. That is not healthy. Okay? So you can't be escalating and screaming and shit like that, because it leads to all of these super gremlin moments on demon time, and it's just not productive. It's a not productive conversation.
These Philly niggas in the game, you niggas is stagnated by New York.
Man, come on, man.
Real Wallo.
Man, you said talk about money making niggas
fuck
real,
that.
man.
Fuck that. Hold up. Stagnated by
Let me
New York.
handle this.
Don't blame the label. No, listen. Don't blame the label because you couldn't get hot.
No, listen.
So he's saying Gillie was a flopping artist. He flopped.
Oh, my situation was I wasn't selling no publishing, nigga. I was a smart nigga. I wasn't no nigga that was on the
So Wallo has been trying to interject. He's on Wack's side. He said, let me get at this one, Wack. Okay. I'm just saying these niggas is talking to each other. However, I mean, I get it, but I don't know, man. I just think that there's a better way. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a whole bunch of bitch ass niggas and puss ass niggas being flown. And if I think if this is the representation of how young niggas need to interact with each other as well, these young niggas are a lot more sensitive. So you can't just call any young nigga a bitch ass nigga, even if he's your friend. Look at Y&W Melly's situation. Killed 2 of his friends. And Meek Mill got the damn nerve to come on there and talk about some. Let me pull up that damn Meek Mill shit, because he a Philly nigga too. Let me pull up that Meek Mill shit, because he a Philly nigga too. Meek Mill talking about some, let's pay attention to Y&W Melly's case because they might try and railroad him. Nah, that nigga deserves a fucking death penalty. If he, look, innocent till proven guilty, but the numbers ain't adding up. This nigga killed his 2 best friends. I don't give a fuck what it was over. They trusted each other to get in the same vehicle. So it wasn't like they couldn't reconcile whatever friendship they had. Okay? So this nigga got the nerve to tweet, "Free Lil Melly. He innocent. Let's watch the facts of this case so he don't get railroaded. It's in Florids. It may be on TV." So the nigga spelled Florida wrong. Y'all stay with me. The nigga spelled Florida wrong.
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Frederick Douglass, where a shooting just took place. And as you can see, it's a pretty rough area. So I'm basically risking my life reporting on this madness. So make sure you do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Like the video, hell, share the video. And make sure you go ahead and leave a comment down in the comment section to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this son violence in the streets. I'm Janquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, VGZM News 17.
The nigga spelled Florida wrong. So, and he was just under fire for his album cover in the way that he depicted black women. He says that Y&W Melly is innocent. Bro, if Y&W Melly is innocent, who the fuck shot the vehicle up, bro? I mean, these dudes are sickening, bro. Sickening. The fact that he is like, bruh, there's no way this dude is innocent, man. Looking at the case, I bet the nigga hasn't even looked at the case. Dude. Oh, man. And this is where we're at as a community. These are the supposed leaders. These are our leaders. Don't tell me like, they ain't our leaders. They ain't, bruh. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all definitely tout these rappers as leaders. Don't fucking lie. Stop getting on that disingenuous bullshit. We definitely prop up these entertainers as leaders in the community.
So we didn't do the deal, and your shit didn't happen.
Let me say this. Deal, but we didn't do the publishing.
Let me say what happened.
Then they tried to double back and get the publishing. And it wasn't fucking happening.
So what happened?
And then Manny Fresh stood up in front of the whole fucking studio and said,
Let me tell you why Birdman is a real nigga. What year was this? What year was this, Gillie? What year was this? What year was this?
You ain't gonna tell me about.
No, what year was this? What year was this? What year was this?
You ain't gonna tell me.
What year was this? Let me tell you what year this was.
You can't tell me about this. I've been around for 4 years.
What year was this? What year was this? Tell me what year was this?
They got CBG.
What year was this? Tell a nigga what year was this?
Listen.
What year was this you did this deal with Birdman?
Let me tell you something.
What year was this that he did this deal with Birdman?
You see Blueface, he in the cut, he just leaning back, laughing. He just laughing. Look, man. Let's keep watching.
Let's call it 2000.
Hold on,
Can we go to 2000? Why you want to answer?
We going deep.
Let me tell you this, Wack.
Listen.
Can I say this, Wack?
It's
No,
deeper than that.
I want you to tell me what year this was you did the deal with Birdman.
To 2004. Now let me say this.
Wait.
Now let me say this.
How do they have like these high-powered mics and the audio is still ass? There got to be something on that control board you can edit. I mean, my mic isn't even that high tech. Come on, bruh. What, my mic is like $100, $120. My audio sound better than that shit. Y'all need a pop filter on that bitch.
Your deal with Birdman was 2001 to 2004. I'm going to say this, and I think everybody's going to agree with me. That is 16 years ago.
Oh, look at Tony the Closer. That nigga Tony the Closer like, I'm just trying to find another real estate deal. I don't know what happened. I thought I was supposed to be putting niggas on game to real estate.
Since this deal's been done, right?
Nah, but Tony the Closer, he was beefing with another real estate investor. That shit was crazy. And them niggas were, oh man, I gotta review that because Tony the Closer, he was beefing with Jay Morrison. And on the live, they was talking about gunplay. Like, these are two black men who are real estate investors, and they talking about gunplay on the live, bruh. Like talking about just ending it all over a real estate deal, which Tony the Closer basically felt like they stole his money. I gotta rewatch the video, but I do want to break that shit down too.
Listen, I'm going to use this analogy, and no disrespect to Stunner, because that's my brother. If a nigga,
I ain't got no problem with Stunner.
If a nigga 16 years
But
later,
you're not going to tell me a nigga real because he got money,
emotional
man.
about a woman or a man, that must have been a real bitch or a real nigga.
No,
I'm going to leave it like
First of all, let me tell you something. I ain't never emotional, but I'm going to tell you this.
He said, I ain't never emotional. My nigga Gillie. Come on, Gillie. You ain't never emotional. My nigga, you was screaming at the top of your lungs. And just watch how emotional he gets after this.
real nigga. And I'm going to leave it like
First of all, let me tell you something. I ain't never emotional, but I'm going to tell you this.
What you mean? Nigga, you just jumped out your skin.
Because,
That nigga just
let me
picked
tell you
up
something.
And guys, he said you just jumped out of your skin. I know we got some gliders in here who don't know what the fuck they talking about right now. So jumping out of your skin is basically means coming out of your character. Okay, maybe we can get an Urban Dictionary. Let's see. Maybe we can get an Urban Dictionary, but basically it just means coming out of your character, wearing your heart out your sleeve, or wearing your heart on your sleeve, getting too emotional. Let's see. Let's see if I can get a Urban Dictionary one. Oh, I guess they don't have it. Damn. They say jump out the face. That's the only one they have. All right. So anyways, let's get into it.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Because you supposed to be. Because nigga, I look at you like a real nigga. And you sitting there hyping that shit up.
He's screaming at the top of his lungs, but he's not emotional.
I'm keeping it real.
I'm disappointed in you, nigga.
Hey,
not
Birdman.
I'm disappointed in you.
I didn't walk through New Orleans with
What happened to that boy?
There ain't a nigga walking around here that put their hands on him. That can try
Okay,
him.
hold on. I'm just saying. Hold on, Wack. Let me tell you something, Wack. I was around, Wack. All right, I seen BG on that motherfucking porch with 15 niggas.
What that got to do with Birdman?
Can you listen? Can you listen? And you know what?
Who put him on?
Come on, man.
Who put him on?
I know, I've been around, man.
Who put him on? I know that the Philly nigga is emotional 16 years later.
I'm never emotional. I'm getting too much money to be emotional, Wack. I'm disappointed in you.
I'm disappointed in you.
In you.
Go to my nigga. Hey, check this out.
That boy
Check this
passionate,
out.
huh?
Stunner gave me opportunity.
It's deeper than rap.
I went on the exec side. You tried to be a rapper.
No, let me ask you a question. 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 A nigga could be in the streets. He can get this nigga right here. Bricks.
Hold on, guys. Did the stream in? What the fuck? Did the stream in? Can y'all still hear me? Oh man. Damn. Damn, can y'all hear me? Is the stream still going? Damn.